The driver opens the regulator to admit steam to the cylinders and bends to the right to work the sanding gear, spraying sand on the railhead directly in front of the driving wheels to prevent slipping. The driver feels the engine begin to take up the load as the fireman continues to build up a thick, heavy fire. Notice that each shovelful of coal, probably weighing 25 to 30 pounds, is carefully and precisely placed in the firebox. The fireman is particularly careful to fill the back corners and the area under the fire door. As the exhaust blast draws the fire, the driver turns off the blower and ejector and widens the regulator opening. Note that the second fireman works the firebox doors to minimize the amount of cold air drawn into the firebox. Too much would reduce steaming and could cause boiler tube leakage. As the engine digs into the climb, the blast sharpens and dark smoke shows that the newly added fuel is beginning to ignite as the rate of acceleration increases. The driver continues to sand and widens the regulator slightly, whilst linking up the reverser to use steam more efficiently as speed rises. The engine violently loses adhesion and slips, the driver urgently shutting the regulator as the speedometer shows a slip speed of 60 miles per hour. If prompt action were not taken, the fire would be torn to pieces and mechanical and rail damage could result. The driver, having regained control, reapplies the steam and sand. The second fireman opens the injector steam valve to feed water into the boiler. The tremendous exhaust blast has now increased the fire to an incandescent white heat. The draft is now so fierce that the engine sucks each load of coal off the shovel. A tremendous climb has been achieved, largely thanks to the firemen's efforts. The fruits of their labor are very obvious from the line side, as 6024's exhaust shakes the footbridge to its foundations at the summit of the climb. Rarely has the phenomenal power of a steam engine and the effort and skill required to produce it been more graphically shown.